What's up YouTube, it's me Shiekrunner, welcome back to another one of my videos. So what you just saw is a leveling exploit that I've been holding onto for a while now. At this point it must have been probably around like a month or so since I first discovered it. And I'm the kind of guy that is really bad at keeping secrets. So I had the big desire to just immediately make a video about it, tell the world about it. That's kind of like the way I am whenever I discover something like this. But I didn't feel comfortable doing it with this exploit because for the longest time I have the goal of being the first person to reach max level in the next expansion. So I wanted to carefully consider all of the other options that I have, and I ultimately concluded that I'm not going to abuse it. It was very tempting, but I reflected on why I even go for this goal to begin with, and I'm not going to go for World First 60 at all cost. I'm not a fan of exploits like these that trivialize leveling, at least not at the beginning of an expansion, and I think that it takes away a lot of fun from me and it doesn't really offer the challenge that I'm looking for. I also think that it would just result in me getting banned and probably the levels will get reverted. People won't like it. I don't want anyone to discredit my achievement that I've been working on for like 2 years, assuming I actually achieve it. And so those are just some of the reasons why I decided to not abuse it. So this video is basically there just to, I think it's a plea. Do you say that like that in English? For Blizzard to fix it. Because I would assume that if you have all the items that you need to reach level 50 to 60 with it, it will take roughly like 5 to 10 minutes to get to 60, which is obviously crazy. Like it's one of the craziest exploits, leveling exploits that I've ever seen. So in the video that you saw, it took me to level 52 because I didn't have more than that at this point. It takes a while to accumulate that many, and I will go over just here in a bit on how you actually get these items, what this exploit is all about, and why it is takes such a long time to get that many items. But before I do that, if you are interested in seeing me go for World First 60, which I will, a live stream on the 27th of October or the 26th of October, depending on time zones, you can always check out my stream at that time and watch me go for it. You can even cheer on for me to fail if that's what your heart desires. But I've been working my ass off for this. I will be going try to get this with a group. I've recruited a lot of people over the past year that will that are helping and that are also trying to go for it. And we as a team, we try to get it, and we're estimating that we probably go with 3 to 4 people, um, depending on changes and depending what our ultimate conclusion is, what is better, and what the time has shows us basically. But also maybe with some changes, I might even go solo. Who knows? But with all of that said, if you're interested in that, you can check out my stream on the Shadowlands launch, and I'm certain that I will be going for World First 60. And if you're not sure when the launch is exactly, I will link in the description below a Wowhead post that will show the corresponding time zones that you live in, so that you know exactly when it's the time for you. Because if I set my time zone, that would probably just confuse you. And with that said, let's hop into the game and I show you what this exploit is all about in a more in-depth and more detailed way. So we are here in the Order Hall. This is the Demon Hunter Order Hall. If you, let's say, a Paladin, you would be in your Paladin Order Hall. Um, this is the item that we used to reach level 52 very quickly, and that you can use to reach level 60 very quickly on the Shadowlands beta, if you just have a lot of these. If you a different class than a Demon Hunter, your experience item will have a different name and will look differently, and you will not stand where I'm standing here at the moment. So there are 2 elements to this exploit. One, that as you can see, this is retail. This has a level cap. You cannot use it above 109. And this doesn't exist anymore since the level squish on the in Shadowlands, which is probably an oversight. And this is one element of the exploit. The other element is that you aren't supposed to get this many. The reason I have this many is because of a trick that I figured out on how to get more than just one. So if you have completed your order hall campaign, or if you are far advanced into the order hall campaign, on that character you won't be able to do this exploit with. Your character must be in the initial steps of the order hall campaign to be able to do this. So there are two experience items that you will see uh, in your order in your doing when you do the order hall campaign. One is rewarded after doing a mission for 1 minute. That item you can use. It doesn't really matter, or like you cannot do this trick with it because they have made some restrictions for that quest because it's only a minute. So they must have thought, okay, this could be abused. This was very obvious. This mission is just a minute, so we put in some restrictions. But with this item, which is the second item, which for you will be a different item if you're a different class, um, they have not put in that restriction, and it's an hour-long quest. That is why it takes so long to accumulate this many. Basically, every hour you have to start another one of these quests. And the idea is, so I have one finished at this moment, as you can see, view completed missions. So this is a quest, additional accoutrements or accoutrement, I don't know how to pronounce this. Um, but basically this is a quest as a demon hunter. And once I completed this mission, I get my item, which is the Madam Calibrated Balancers. And then what I'm supposed to do is to turn in the quest. So, but what you do instead is you just abandon the quest and you trick the game, because now that you have not completed a quest anymore, you have to complete it again, right? So the quest is there again, and once you finish this quest, what will happen is you will get another one of these items, and you keep your previous item. This is how you can accumulate it. So during Legion, uh, this was not that crazy because you have to wait an hour for each item, and this is why you couldn't really abuse it to that extent, at least. And but for Shadowlands, basically all the time that you have right now leading up to Shadowlands, you could spend accumulating these items. And by using like follower equipment, you can reduce the mission duration. That's why, for example, for me it only takes 41 minutes. So the later you decide to do this, the less of items you will have on launch. So I think that's like around 1080 hours to like the Shadowlands launch. So if you go do it every hour from this point on, it would probably take you around, like you would probably get like 1080, but that's obviously unrealistic, and you need like around 1700 to reach level 60 in one go if you have 50% more experience gain. Um, if you find a way, however, to get these items without completing the mission or bypass the mission time, obviously, then you're good to go and you can get so many that you reach 60 immediately. So the people who will really benefit from this are people who have known from this from the get-go or like early on, like me, for example, and then they just use all of their items on level 50 and get to 60 in 5 to 10 minutes, which obviously is broken as fuck, and that's not what we want to do. It trivializes leveling content. Like, I don't think that leveling exploits are cool in the beginning of a launch. I mean, if it's like the experience potion exploit in the middle of BFA, I don't really think that people really mind. It just makes it more easy to level in an already ongoing expansion, but with a new expansion, it makes people kind of feel bad about their accomplishment of going from 50 to 60 if there is someone that just abused an exploit and got to 60 in 5 minutes. So now I would start the quest again, and I would have to wait 40 more minutes to get this. So this is the exploit, and Blizzard, please fix this. And on this note, I want to say one more time that if you are really interested in seeing me go for World First 60, just check out my stream at twitch.tv/Shiekrunner. I will be streaming on the 26th to the 27th, and we will try to get the world first. So I will see you then. So take care. Bye.